Hi, this is Rabbi Andy, Temple Emmanuel, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hi, everyone. Rabbi Amy Hertz joining Rabbi Andy here as we lead up to our July 4th weekend.
This is the 250th anniversary of our country's Declaration of Independence. That, of course, is something that is talked about widely, and there are going to be many celebrations going on, and we'll talk a little bit in a moment about what we're doing at Temple Emmanuel here in Greensboro. But I did want to say something which came to my attention. I think it's something that I knew about, but it was a writing of the great Rabbi Abba Hillel Silver, who those who are from Cleveland, Ohio, who knew the temple, also known as Tifereth Israel, in Cleveland. He was one of the great leaders of the Reform movement in the 20th century. And I just want to read something that he had written. He had first delivered it at the National Association, I think, of Purchasing Agents, when he was asked to define America. And then over the years, it got turned into a poem. This is from 1923, so over 100 years ago. And I just thought it's really fitting as we head up to this semiquincentennial. It's called America by Rabbi Abba Hillel Silver. God built a continent of glory and filled it with treasures untold, carpeted with soft rolling prairies and columned it with thundering mountains, studded it with sweet flowing fountains and traced it with long winding streams, planted it with deep shadowed forests and filled them with song. Then God called unto 1,000 people and summoned the bravest among them. They came from the ends of the earth, each bearing a gift and a hope. The glow of adventure was in their eyes, and in their hearts the glory of hope. And out of the bounty of earth and the labor of us all, out of the longing of hearts and the prayer of souls, out of the memory of ages and the hopes of the world, God fashioned a nation in love, blessed it with a purpose sublime, and called it America. Now, I've adjusted a few of the words there just to be a little more reflective of the 21st century than the early 20th century. But what incredible words. In fact, he penned it at a time when America was taking some turns against those who had sought out refuge on our shores. Because the Jewish people, obviously, as so many people, are so grateful, right, for the open gates that have been part of this country. And I just want to let that resonate as we head into this time in our country's history. May America continue to be a blessing. God knows it has been so for our congregation as well as for us as rabbis.
So this Friday night on July 3rd, we'll gather for our Shabbat services at 6:30 at Green Street, downtown. Our prayer books hold prayers of the community in our country, and we'll share some of them on Friday night. We'll also share the prayers of our hearts for the next 250 years of our United States. And as well, the next morning for Shabbat morning, we'll gather here at Jefferson Road for Torah study. But you can come back to Green Street on Saturday night, 6:30 p.m., Popsicles, Havdalah, and fun, sponsored by our Sisterhood. I know we're going to have some great treats, a chance to be together in community. It's bring your own dinner, and Sisterhood's going to provide drinks and desserts. And then once it gets dark enough, we can go outside and go see those fireworks together as we celebrate America and the end of Shabbat.
So listen, have an incredible week. Shabbat Shalom and happy birthday, America. May your blessings continue to shine. Amen.
Amen.